Hello there, Internet. My name is Sam, and welcome back to the Butthole. And today we're back with The Last Door. Small recap of the previous episode if you didn't know. Jeremiah Devitt receives a mysterious letter from his old childhood friend Anthony Beechworth. He travels to his friend's manor in Sussex, where he learns of Anthony's descent into madness and the death of his wife, Anna Beechworth. Devitt faces the perils of the house and finally finds the dead body of his friend, who committed suicide. Suicide warning, by the way. Anthony's final letter warns Devitt of an unknown danger and asks him to remember his past by going back to the boarding school they both attended years ago. Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Right. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us each day our daily bread. Forgive us our sins, for we ourselves forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Sorry, I have to. Now tell me, where are you? What do you see? Not much, I'm afraid. Huh. Can you even hear any of it? Oh. Who is it, Aunt? Who is it? Who is it? Is it Anthony? Answer me! Ah, cool. Oh, God. What is she doing? Get close to her. Get close to Anna. Okay. Well, you definitely heard that. Sorry. Cheap jump scare. When I count to 3, you'll wake up. 1, 2, 2. Whoa! 3. 3. Now wake up! Wake up! You can rest now, Mr. Devitt. That'll be enough for today. Are all these sessions really necessary? I am confident that this is the best course of treatment for your symptoms. Now, did you ever see him again? I saw it. What did you see? Can you describe it? It was like an eye, perfectly rounded and dark, deep and empty, accompanied by the most horrifying, pain-filled screams I have ever heard. Inside, a complete darkness where an evil dwells deep below. A forgotten fear for human reasoning, but undoubtedly still rests deep down inside our being. In my case, that fear has already awoken. I can understand why you're disturbed, Mr. Devitt. With your permission,
I would like to consult on your case with a colleague of mine, a man I've known for many years who is more versed in modern psychological practices. I think his knowledge and experience would be very helpful in enabling us to understand your condition.
If you think it would help, Doctor, I leave it in your hands. The agony grows increasingly unbearable, and if you believe this man can help me, then I welcome his aid. Thank you, Dr. Wakefield. I bid you good evening. That's the guy who played at in Last Door 2. Sorry, you're gonna have to go back and watch that. Anthony, my friend, what really happened to you? How could you have let your wife Anna die so awfully? These doubts consume my soul. I hardly remember the time we spent together as schoolmates. I confess that beyond your enduring friendship, I can recall little of those years. Your words a result of an increasing loss of sanity? In your letter, you wrote that someone awaits me. A warning to ward me from a genuine danger or merely the ravings of a brilliant mind addled by insanity. Something stirs uneasily within my heart. I will not rest easily again until I go back to the boarding school and find out what secrets may lie within. Farewell, Mr. and Mrs. Beechworth. Rest now in peace. Poor fella. Good music, though. Holy shit. Just wants to hear that piano. Episode 2 Memories. Oh, we got a lovely little top hat. Quite an old, quite damaged mailbox. I know I need something from that. There's a postcard inside the mailbox. Wink. Dear Matthew, it has been several months and I still have heard no news from you. My brothers insistent my my brothers insist that you have abandoned me, but I am sure you can remain true to me. I know that you would never do that to me, for I know your heart and the honesty of your eyes. I got this address from a hospital in London, and I pray that it reaches you safely. If that is the case, I want you to know that I will always be waiting for you. Forever yours, Juliet Holloway. Aw, it's adorbs. There's nothing else inside the mailbox. No, no, go. Oh. Get. Good. Just, no. I was saying. The angel Gabriel. The school's emblem. I remember it being very pristine, but now it looks neglected and dirty. You. A stone eagle lies on the floor. It appears to have broken off the fountain. A locked wood coffin, badly finished. It seems that whomever made it was a bit rushed to finish it. Good evening. I hope you are right and this turns out to be indeed a good evening, sir. My name is Devitt. I did not know there was a graveyard here. More pleasure, Mr. Ed Devitt. I'm Frank Baldwin. Do not ask me why, but Monseigneur specific. Don't ask me why, but Monseigneur specifically ordered to bury the corpses here. But why? Did he order to bury corpses here? Why? I don't get it. What is there to understand, Mr. Devitt? God has forsaken this place. Ah, don't you know? Here, we take care of patients. I'm an old alumnus. I used to attend the school here.
It's been a long time since this is not a boarding. It's been a long time since this, comma. It's been a long time, comma, since this is not a boarding school anymore. The building is now used as a nursing home, run by nuns. A former student, eh? I never heard of anybody in the village speak fondly of the school. They say it closed overnight, though nobody knows why. Not a lot was known about it.
Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you with your work.
Have a nice evening, alumnus David.
I don't want to go inside. Shut up. Yeah, I need this. A piece of old fishing net. Doink. God, was it always this pixelated? Don't answer that. The Lost Pilgrim. A sea stack older students at the school used to climb. Somewhere up there are my initials. Many years adrift have perfectly smoothed this flotsam into a small log. Blink. Don't worry, I need all this. Just saving myself the trouble. The cliff somehow looks very inviting. I wonder how many poor souls have jumped from it. By the way, you like the new layout? Cool. I had to move furniture around, so you're no longer seeing my kitchenette. Pardon, excuse me, sister? Good evening, sister. Pardon my burp. Good evening. I'm Mother Elizabeth. What brings you here, Mr. Devitt? I'm a former student of this boarding school. As you can see, Mr. Devitt, this stopped being an academic institution a long time ago, and is now exclusively... I didn't get a chance to finish that. I see. Even so, may I please speak to... Mr. Devitt, I'm afraid that we are too busy to start wasting time talking about past issues. In addition, there's little to say. We sisters arrived after the boarding school had closed down. Everybody but Monsignor, of course. Monsignor? Exactly. But you didn't answer my question. Why have you come to this place, Mr. Devitt? This place will help me remember my past. If you have memory problems, I would recommend that you visit a doctor immediately, and don't waste your time here. I guess that it would be a good idea to visit this place again and perceive the passage of time. Perceive the passage of time? What the hell are you talking about? To be honest, okay. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Mr. Devitt. I'll allow you to stay around here. I hope you won't regret my decision. Don't worry, Mother. Thank you. This painting holds a visage of judgment, but yet compassion.
It's Jesus, isn't it?
Ooh. Hear that? There we go. A dusty old tapestry of the Virgin Mary with baby Jesus in her arms. Good evening, sister. Sister? All this suffering, all these tears, all our prayers unanswered. What do you mean, sister? All these years entrusted to the Lord, praying, looking for a sign, for something that can give me strength. Every day I hear them cry, pray, scream, and die. And what for? Where are you, Lord? Why don't you answer me? Maybe there is no Lord, sister. What should we do then? What is our purpose for living? I can't go on. Not like this. Excuse me, sir. A syringe next to a flask with a label that reads morphine. Sister, you been doing morphine in here? A worn out and faded tapestry of Jesus Christ. Oh no, it's loud. Another tapestry. Though, I remember from my school days, the student dormitory was here. Wood stick is not sharp enough to cut through the tapestry. There's a puddle in the shower hole with something shining underneath it. I cannot see it properly. The tap of the shower. If I open the tap, the shiny object could be carried away by the stream of water. Right, okay. Among the baggage, I can see a packet of letters bound in twine. I'd ask you not to touch my belongings, please. You're not aware of who you're talking to. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit of a dick. Doctor. I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor. Pay him no mind. He has been delirious for some days. I'm Miss Mary Vinge, and this is my brother Matthew. Juliet. Why have you left me? Why don't you answer my letters? My letters. You see, the poor man is still obsessed with his fiancée. He won't accept that she left him months ago. My poor Matthew. I'm very sorry, Miss Finch. I hope he recovers. Thank you. Mr. Vinge, I think this letter is addressed to you. Oh, thank you, Mr. Leaf. Kind. As you can see, my brother is too weak to read it. Well, Matthew, let's see who has written to you. Oh, it's a letter from our mother. Dear Matthew, I hope you are recovering. I wish that, your beloved sister and you come back home soon. You're a lying bitch. You lie. Magazine titled Weird Tales. Are you alright, madam? Was a rhythmic sound like a breathing. What do you mean? It was last night. I felt an increasing pressure on my temples. Something dry and rough like a tree bark brushed against my leg, and I saw something on the wall, like a growling shadow. I lit the lamp and blah blah blah. I'm sure it was just a nightmare, man. Could do without the coughing. He's quite a pale young boy. He's asleep. Piety. Please, someone, piety. I'm sorry, you cannot be here. Is there some way I can help? Don't worry about it, sir. The Lord looks after each and every one of our patients. He will provide you with all the help you need. If you wish, you can pray there next to the statue of Our Lady. Don't you think she's beautiful? The Virgin listens to those in need. A gloomy statue of the Virgin Mary makes this place even more mournful than it is possible. Dear brother, I have received your letter, and I'll try to write you more frequently. Let's try that reading again. Dear brother, I have received your letter, and I'll try to write you more frequently. I hope you are studying a lot and you feel comfortable there. We miss you a lot. When are you coming back? Father is in bed with fever, and I do not feel very well, but I am on medication. Today is my birthday, and I am feeling blue. Let's read that part again, too. Today is my birthday, and I'm feeling blue. It is a quiet and boring Sunday at the village. Mum is going to cook a lemon cake like those Grandma used to make. Oh, I wish we could all eat it together. Right back soon. I'm looking forward to knowing how you are doing, what you are learning, how's Scotland, and so on. A big hug. I think about you a lot. Your dear sister. Probably shouldn't have started that out as a gruff man. January 15th, 1876. Father Ernest seems unusually troubled today. Several times he paused abruptly in the middle of a lecture for no reason, even during his favorite class, theology. January 18th, 1876. Today, Father Ernest was... Did they update this game? Today, Father Ernest was very irritable. Collins made a comment and was expelled from class for it, and even Devitt was admonished just for reading a philosophy book. I hope Father Ernest doesn't turn his ire toward me. My father will be disappointed if I fail to get good marks. January 21st, 1876. It was very disconcerting to see Father Ernest entering class so pale and sweaty. In the middle of his lecture, he stumbled, dazed, and had to sit. Oh, fuck, I meant to read that. It's been almost a month since we last saw Father Ernest. We are told that he is still sick, but if he is so ill, then why hasn't a physician come to treat him? My studies are flagging, but I have taken it upon myself to read it on my own. I hope this helps, as I must succeed in spite of the problems happening around us. February 23rd, 1876. It was announced this morning that the school is to close. None of us know why, and we cannot get a straight answer from the faculty. They each dodged the question, and I am starting to think they may not know the answer themselves. Their anxiety is palpable, though they try to hide it behind a calm face. But what about Father Ernest? I hear he alone is to remain after we vacate the premises. Oh. Oh, I was supposed to read it. I see myself, Father Ernest, and Anthony. I do not remember the names of the others. One face has been completely scratched out. I'll get it. I just want to read this again. Okay, the page I missed. Father Eugene taught our theology class today, even though he doesn't know the subject matter, as well as Father Ernest. When we asked him what had happened to Father Ernest, Father Eugene told us that he had taken ill. What worries me is that now Father Eugene is also starting to look unwell. Okay. There's an odd sentence written on the board. In death there is hope. In death there is life. One must seek its true nature to understand the nothing. It looks as it has been there for years, as the chalk has faded in some places. Do you take care of the patients here? It's a little loud for me. Probably for you guys too. Oh, it's gone. Okay. Did you take care of the patients here? Whatever. Of course, Mr. Devitt. We tend to both the physical and spiritual needs of those who are here. Did you say that Monsignor already lived here when this venue was still a boarding school? Indeed. He was still a priest and professor before he became Monsignor and started to lead this place. Who's Mr. Baldwin? Monsignor instructed me to take him on as a caretaker. Many of the sisters find him a bit strange, but he performs his work well and complains a little. Mother Elizabeth, Mr. Baldwin told me that lately a lot of patients are dying. What's happening? Sadly, the Lord is taking many of these unfortunate souls. Could I talk to Monsignor? I'm afraid that's impossible. He has left strict instructions that he not be disturbed, not even by any of the sisters. Thanks, Mother. I'll leave you to your duties. I'm going to try that conversation again with that nun. Sister? Please, I just want to be alone. Do you guys prefer stories where, gameplays where I'm unfamiliar with the game and play it anew, or do you prefer it when I am playing a game that I've already played multiple times and I can actually have decent commentary about it? My letters! All the letters I wrote to dear Juliet! You never posted them? But why, Mary? Why would you do such a thing? Could you be so cruel? I had to do it, Matthew. You refuse to see how inappropriate a match she is for you. Her only interest is in marrying someone of your status, of our family status. It was for your sake I did this. I did not protest it. No, you only thought about yourself, your vanity. I can't bear to look upon you any more, Mary. Leave me be from this day forth. You are no sister of mine. You dare banish me? I who have stayed by your side all through your illness. Very well, Matthew. You will have your way. I will leave you, and then you will see how very alone you are. Farewell, brother. Thanks be to the Lord that you have come to reveal my sister's cruelty, sir. Please, take this coin as a token of my appreciation. It is my lucky coin, though I hope it can serve you better than myself. Oh, beautiful melody. It reminds me of my youth, when I was vibrant and full of promise. Oh, I knew my path then. Oh, may God bless ye. You have given me the sign I was looking for. See ya. Look at that view. From this vantage point, I can see the roofs of Aberdeen beyond the copse of trees. Put the net there. I cannot place the net there. The pipe is full of dried leaves. Stick. That would be a... Oh, wait. Can I just... A lot of dry leaves have accumulated in the hole of this old rusty pipe. They are blocking the water stream. I could cut myself with the edge of the pipes and then hammer the pipes down. I blunted the sharp edges of the pipe. Now I need fear not being cut. Cool. The net should catch anything like coming down the pipe. So... now I can turn this with confidence and get whatever the Fujiwara that is. I'm smart. It's only been 40 minutes recording this. Bit long, bit shorter maybe, but... Then it has caught the shiny object. Dunk. A teardrop. It is a glass tear, probably once belonging to a piece of jewelry. Then I can... I know how to do this. Hold on. Don't worry, you'll be fine, bro. Well, you're kind of already fucked. And you're asleep. But I can do this here. I have placed the glass tear in a hollow of the Virgin Mary's cheek. It seems to fit perfectly. Now I reflect the glass onto that. Piety! Piety! Oh, the our mother is crying. Oh my lord, what does it mean? Please help! What have I done? What have we done? Sweet, now I can talk to this bro. You must help me. What can I do? What's wrong with you? This little time, I tell them about my pain. I describe the unbearable and endless pain, yet they do not listen. They pass me by without even looking at me. They say that they are praying for me, but it does not cure my ailment. But sir, I know, but I beseech you. You will be saving me from horrible torture. I will be eternally indebted to you. I understand. Your request is terribly hard for me, but I will find the courage to help you. I understand the magnitude of what I am asking. God bless you, sir. I do not know what I can show for my gratitude. What I need to do is, without the nuns noticing, to try and get an amount of morphine enough so that I can be embraced by the deepest of dreams, and in that way, stop the rhythm of my heart. Oh. Oh boy. This is getting rough. Future me, you're gonna have to make a disclaimer at the beginning of each one of these videos. Yoink! Forgot. Dark topics all around. Oh. And he's gone. There's a note on the bed. Guess I don't need the morphine anymore. Noise is coming from inside the coffin? What in heaven? Can't open up the coffin with my hands. The lid is nailed. Log? The log is too soft even to use it as the lever to open up the coffin. A grave recently dug. Is there anything in the grave? Yep. What's that? A small group of graves have been haphazardly arranged. I have to find something to get that thing out. God, this gets creepier and creepier. Guess it is a horror game. Tell me about Monsignor. Cannot rightly say after all these years. I've never even said Jesus. Same thing. There's even those. Looks like this toolbox. I wonder if there's something useful in it. Might be able to take it if I keep him distracted. Please, you don't touch my tools. Morphine? Ah, I see. No, I already used the wood ornament. I can beat him over the head with it. What if I talk to you from this side? Tell me about this place. Well, the construction of this building was ordered by an Episcopal Bishop of Aberdeen in 1805. Tell me about Aberdeen. It was the place where I was born and raised, one of the biggest cities in Scotland. I'm doing a completely wrong accent for this guy. Alright, you seem a bit distracted, Mr. David. Do not worry about it.
Tell me about Mother Elizabeth. She's pretty strict. I can tell you that much, Mr. Devitt. Do you think she likes me very much? I don't think she likes me much. Sure. Leave you do your work then. Have a nice evening, Mr. Devitt.
That was easy. Yoink. It's the patient. The darkness of his eye. His body is petrified. He has a look of sheer terror in his eyes. Oh my God! What has happened to him? Talk to me! Mother Elizabeth is trying to make him come to his senses. These are papers on which Mother Elizabeth is working. Yoink. William Needlands, November 13th, 1891. Cause of death? Cochlexia. Notes, scratch marks have been found in his stomach. Elmore Moore, 17th November 1891. Death? Pleuresia. Pleuresia? Notes, a clear expression of terror on the patient's paralyzed face was found at the time of death. Evelyn Benzie, November 20th, 1891. Cause of death? Marasmo. Note, we found the patient dead, emaciated, and pale, the paleness of the body. Theodore Hading. Typhoid fever. The patient suffered severe hallucination minutes before death, screamed, and shook until the opiates started to take effect. Lena Ashwood. November 27th. Cause of death? Tuberculosis. During the autopsy, we found some strange black marks on his fingers. Cause of death unknown for Claude Harris. Notes, he died while he was sleeping. December 13th. Cause of death, respiratory arrest, blank. Ellen Blair. Cause of death, morphine overdose. Patient committed suicide. The patient did not seem to have depressive symptoms or suicidal tendencies. Yoink. And yoink. Later, bitches. Uh-oh. Cool, I'm a schoolboy. Don't look into his eyes. Because the deepest darkness dwells in his eyes. Come in, my son. Do you think you could hide these books from me? They're classical philosophy books, Father. Plato and Aristotle. Silence! Instruments of the falsehood, you mean? Fallacies coming from the snake. Now, son, get on your knees and raise your arms. Apologize to the Lord. Pray to the Lord. Oh. Malum in se. It is Latin. Malum in se. Evil in itself. Well, that's not good. A strange eye-shaped symbol. God damn it. Can you stop? Eye of the bird. What does this mean? Lord, your eyes burn me. I do not deserve mercy nor forgiveness. Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul. Who are you sending me? Is death to whom you are handing me over? Has my hourglass already run out of sand? Father Ernest? Ernest? It's been many years since I heard that name. Since... Oh, I see. Father, I'm here to able to remember. You have to help me, I beg you. Please, entreaties, petitions, pray and torment, exemption. Past times bring us just misfortune and pain. Father, Ernest, I was one of your students. One of my old students, you see? It's only the Lord who teaches us. We all must follow his ordinances and disciplines. Get close, son. Come, pray next to me. You idiot. No. The makeshift altar is coated with a dense layer of wax. Candles, having almost burnt out, only barely illuminates the room. Okay, hold on. Glory be to the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be. Now, my son, tell the Lord which one of his voice, the sharp sword, the wise quill, or the delicate petal. The sharp sword. Yes, that's it, my son. The Lord with the sharp sword transmits us with his wisdom, his power, and his punishment. And now, my son, tell the Lord which one is his holy path, the wise virtue, the endless flame, or the blessed penance. No! Your soul lives embraced by the darkness. And now, my son, tell the Lord, who are you, the faceless pilgrim, the gate guard, or the lost seaman? The faceless pilgrim? No! There's no salvation for your soul. Now leave me alone to purify my soul. Guess I got that wrong. Doink. He's blind, by the way. Dear God in heaven, I feel for you. Your light is in my eyes. I will burn them for you. Dear God in heaven, I feel myself in you. Your eyes are in my soul. I will burn it for you. Dear God in heaven, I feel myself in your sword is in my hands. I will burn them for you. Burn myself. Time to go. Cool. That was fucked. And my voice is too. Alright, let's end this little charade. I wouldn't be able to cut in this thick pastry using the razor. My hands wouldn't have no strength. There we go. And drunk. And here we go. Once more into the breach. Once more we go. What's up, bruh? And finally, our expert on philosophy, Jeremiah Devitt, bruh, shows up. Where were you, my friend? We have been looking for you. Well, as I was saying, bruh, tonight is the perfect moment for our next meeting, but I suspect that someone outside of our group is secretly surveilling us. Who is it, Anthony? My dear friends, it is Professor Glynn. Do you mean Father Ernest? Certainly, no doubt about it. Therefore, dear colleagues, I have decided to change the venue for tonight's meeting. Have you noticed the lounge behind the small door of the classroom? I have believed convenient to borrow the key for our necessities. You already know at 12 o'clock you will find the door opened, and I'll be inside the lounge. That is it, my dearest colleagues. Videte nescricio. Whatever that means. I remember that in this furniture we used to keep some of our personal belongings. Now it is empty. I remember that this is the bed where I used to sleep when I was a student here. I have made a horrible mistake. Mr. Rabbit was jumping through the forest in a warm spring afternoon. When going through the bush, Mr. Rabbit ran into Mr. Wolf, Mr. Vulture, and Mr. Snake, who are having a heated argument, I must say. This is probably not helping a cause. Mr. Rabbit, curious to ask him, Dearest, why are you arguing in this beautiful and cheerful spring afternoon? Forgive my cat.
Mr. Wolf answered politely. What we are trying to decide is who of us will have the pleasure to eat you up. Mr. Rabbit, really scared, said, "But I do not want to be eaten. I want to live." To which Mrs. Snake answered, smiling, "That is impossible to happen, Mr. Rabbit, since we are all, both you and us, are going to die sooner or later. Don't you think so?" Let's come up here, girl. Uh-huh. Mr. Vulture added, "Mrs. Snake is right. We should stick to the issue at hand. It is getting late, and you see, we do not agree. Do you want to help us decide, Mr. Rabbit? Who would you suggest to eat you at the moment?" After thinking about it for a while, Mr. Rabbit came up with an idea and carefully said, "I got it. Why do you not organize a race? The first who arrives at the forest clearing will have the privilege to eat me. No doubt Mr. Wolf can run at high speed, but Mr. Vulture can go flying and avoid all obstacles. And I'm sure that Miss Snake knows all the shortcuts within the forest. So what do y'all think?" The rabbit's fucked. The three predators agreed that it was fair, so they started the race and they quickly disappeared. Oh, there's blood on the floor. That's cool. Mr. Rabbit, happy to trick them, started running at high speeds in the opposite direction of the predators, who were eager to prove their worth, didn't realize the trick. I love that. Mr. Rabbit was far away from there, and he finally felt safe, happily proud of his cunning. But suddenly there was a loud bang! The earth shook frightened, and birds flew, and everything went dark. The end. Ho! Just gonna... Hi! Oh, don't like that. An impossible love. There is something I need to keep to myself for a long time. And the thing is that I love you. I have always loved you. Since the first time I saw you, since the first time I felt your frozen hand. No. Each time I move away from you, I miss your glassy, empty, dead eyes. I miss your rough hair, your grayish skin, your stench. But our love just cannot be. Necrophilia is weird. It is an impossible love. Which is an understatement. Not again. How long have I been sleeping? What was all that about? A nightmare found a place in my memories. Apparently no one came in to wake your ass up, though. She's still praying? Okay, so apparently it wasn't that long. But I know where I need to go. In my disturbing nightmare, I was brought to this spot. That is the trapdoor I saw in my nightmare. Funk. From here sprouts a horrible stench. Is there something down there? Did you see? Did you see it was there, just in front of me, that thing? It was screaming. He shakes uncontrollably, his whole body racked with pain. There's only one way to end his suffering. That's a lot of dead around here.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. The stretchers used to carry the corpses here. Who is behind all this? The decayed corpse of a young woman. It seems as if she had been devoured by an animal. Oh god. The walls are splattered with dried blood. Punctual as always, Devitt. Now all that remains is to introduce our guest. You may now come in, Professor. Father, Ernest! Do not worry, my friend. I invited him to join us this evening. The professor generally shares our curiosity, and who better to complete our group than one of the most renowned theologists? Moreover, we mustn't ban those who are willing to explore beyond the veil. The moment we have long awaited has now arrived. Please, all of you, take a seat, and we shall begin the procedure. Soon the door shall open, and we may finally see what lies beyond. Now I ask that you close your eyes. You will feel a momentary prick as I inject you with the serum. Uh-oh. Even after all these years, I've not forgotten your voice. You are the fourth witness. I remember what happened. What is that we saw? The eye of the bird. Malam Inse. What happened to us? What is it that we witnessed? You must tell me. You must make me understand what my mind cannot fathom. It was our curiosity that damned us. We opened what which should not be opened. In doing so, we shorn the veil that separated our world from his. In seeking visions, we were ourselves seen by the eye of the bird. It remembers us. It looks for us. It calls us from its dark nest. It's from its abominable lair. All these years I have attempted to return it, but I have no strength left. These poor wretched creatures are too fragile. They lack the sight of to return. Not one of them has. Only us, the four witnesses. Who are the other two? Where are they? They disappeared, as you did. I haven't heard from any of you, but I was seized by curiosity, and it absconded with my faith and deprived me of my sanity. Oh, Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned. Nothing remains. All that is left is surrender. Surrender to him. Gravely have we sinned, and now our absolution is to burn in the flames. Malum in say. Well, fuck. That was the last door, episode 2, Memories. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.